All right, hello everybody. KVUE Chief Meteorologist Hunter Williams here with an update on our forecast. It has obviously been a very warm, almost spring-like start to the week here in Central Texas. On Monday, we hit a high of 84, daily record in Austin. We have more of the same in the forecast through the rest of this week into at least the start of the weekend. In fact, I think Friday, Saturday, our temperatures probably trending even warmer, some mid to upper 80s. But a big question I've been getting, are we done with winter? Is there going to be no more cold weather? I think most folks probably know the answer to that, but I'm tracking a cold front which is coming in around Super Bowl Sunday, and I think that will start to change the pattern around here. In the meantime, though, wanted to get into this warmth that we're dealing with. Here are the numbers today. Again, we're recording this on Monday. The high was 84 today in Austin. That was close to 20 degrees above the average for this time of the year, and the record was 81, so that was beaten. I don't know that every single day this week is going to meet or break the record, but we're at least in the ballpark of records every day through about Saturday. One kind of addition to this forecast pattern, though, the humidity has been increasing. So I don't know if you noticed that today. It wasn't exactly like a dry heat, especially along and east of I-35. This is like classic springtime stuff, but we're getting it started a little bit early. But Tuesday morning, we're going to have fog, low clouds, maybe even some drizzle to start the day. Then the afternoon will clear to sunshine and it will still be very warm. That's going to be the pattern for the rest of this week. So here it is on our model. This is 7 a.m. Tuesday morning. With the increase in clouds and humidity, look how warm even the mornings are in the mid 60s, which is like more or less where the afternoons should be this time of the year. Fog, low clouds, drizzle, just be careful heading out the door. Then as we go into the late morning, especially early afternoon, most of the cloud cover will erode. It's going to keep us a little cooler, but mid 70s on the low end of things, into the low 80s generally for afternoon highs. That's the deal on Tuesday. We'll keep going into Wednesday. That'll get into the extended forecast. It's going to be the same deal, kind of damp in the morning, gray sky. Then as we go to the afternoon, gradually things will clear, upper 70s to low 80s. Over the next 5 days, again, I mentioned the warmest of the weather is still ahead of us. So Thursday, 83 is in the forecast. That would tie the daily record. Friday, 85 is in the forecast. That would be 1 degree under the daily record. Then Saturday, I think, will be our hottest overall. 86 is the forecast, but the record is 87. Again, are we breaking records every single day? Not necessarily, but we are in that general vicinity each day through at least Saturday. Now, I also told you, all right, we've got some changes. I'm starting to see some consistency in the models of a decent little cold front arriving on the morning of Super Bowl Sunday. So let me show you that. Here's Saturday afternoon. So this weekend, we're ahead of the front, 80s, even like low 90s down along the border. Pretty great. As we go into the morning of Sunday, though, watch this. So here it is about 8 a.m. We'll see the timing of this is going to change some, so just understand it's fluid. But as of now, I think that, Sunday could be one of those days where in the 60s in the morning, then the temperature actually drops through the day. So we end up in the low 50s as we get into 4 o'clock, like what would generally be our warmest part of the afternoon. And then behind this front, our weather stays pretty cool into at least the start of next week. This warmer weather, I don't know about you guys, but after a pretty chilly January, a week or two of warm weather, I'm not, complaining about that, but the lack of rain is still not good. GFS American model, European model, both say we are lucky, if we get 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch over the next 7 days. So even with this front coming in, I don't see it bringing like huge rain chances to our forecast. But it does bring us a cool down, and you can see it on our 7-day forecast. So next couple of days, Tuesday, Wednesday, highs a little cooler because of added cloud cover, 80. Each morning we'll have morning clouds, fog, maybe a little bit of drizzle. The afternoons will be sunny. Thursday, Friday into Saturday, that's going to be our warmest weather, especially Saturday at 86. Then on the morning of Super Bowl Sunday, we probably start the day in the 60s. Front sweeps through, just a 20% chance for rain with it. It drops us into the 50s by the afternoon. Good football watching weather. And then behind this system, look, Monday morning 45, chilly, yeah, but not like frigid. Monday, 56 for the afternoon high. So is a return to winter coming? I do see that. Do I think this is going to be like frigid Arctic stuff like what we had a couple of weeks ago? I do not have that in the forecast right now. Cooler, yes. Crazy cold, no. 8 to 14-day temperature outlook. This is the 11th through February 17th. Yep, that is favoring cooler than average weather as we get into the week beyond the 7-day. During that same time frame, also, slightly favoring above average precipitation. Again, February generally is a very dry month for us here in Central Texas. I'm not saying we're going to have like blockbuster rain or anything, but a cooler, slightly more unsettled weather pattern is looking likely. All right, now we'll leave you with that. We appreciate everybody tuning in here on our KVUE YouTube page. We'll keep you updated on this forecast over the next couple of days. Again, warm weather continues through Saturday. Then increasingly, I think the focus will move from, hey, it's really warm outside to when does the cold weather arrive? Again, that's going to happen on Sunday. More of a winter-like pattern as we go into next week. So y'all have a good night. We'll talk to you later here on the KVUE YouTube page.